Welcome to Backyard Astronomy with Gemini Brett. It is Tuesday, Mars's Day, June 14th, 2022. Mercury has just recently returned home to Gemini and has just risen in San Anselmo, California, where I stand, but currently hides behind those eastern hills. This is Venus and Mars and Jupiter and Saturn here above the tree. The very bright star you see is Famolo, or Fomalhaut, or Fomalhaut, the royal star, the bright eye of the southern fish. Saturn in the tropical sign of Aquarius. Jupiter visiting Mars at home in tropical Aries. And Venus at home in tropical Taurus. And then Mercury at home in tropical Gemini. So a lot of essential dignity in the chart, according to the rules of ancient astrology right now. A lot of planets in their home signs. And as soon as that sun rises, also in triplicity. For in a daytime chart, Venus is said to reside over the earth signs like Taurus, and Saturn over air signs like Aquarius. So yeah, at nighttime though, we've got a few minutes left. Jupiter is said to reside over fire signs like Aries, and also Jupiter is said to rejoice in the 11th house, which I assume is what's happening now. Saturn in the 10th, Mars and Jupiter here in the 11th. Mars, by the way, is the one that is east, or to the left of that pair. And Venus very clearly in the 12th house, as is Mercury. So we're having a couple of experiences of why the 12th house is associated with hidden things. For one, hills and trees and such. But more importantly, the sun rises from the 1st into the 12th house on the eastern horizon, as all of these planets do. And when the sun rises into the 12th to become visible and illuminate the earth, hides the sky from our view. So very few stars left to see. Certainly these moving ones. These planetas. One of the reasons why Mercury is known as the trickster is it's very difficult to see with the naked eye. Very difficult to catch. I mean, when Mercury is far enough from the sun, Mercury is quite bright and rather visible. Just travels with the sun. And depending on the sign, rises in a either line before the sun or on this curve. And some signs are much favorable for seeing Mercury, the liminal one, than others. Gemini more difficult than others in the northern hemisphere, but certainly not the most. Those are Pisces and Aries. But Mercury right now, let's see, the ecliptic plane, right, is coming here through the planet, so just imagine drawing this kind of line or curve down here. Mercury has really significant southern latitude right now, meaning if this is the ecliptic, Mercury's lower in the sky. And so easier to hide behind those hills, but might just be hiding in the light. The beams of the sun. And there's a chance that Mercury is right here, or that my eyes are playing tricks on me. You can already see that the reflections of the planets are starting to fade as the sun climbs. Gemini sun climbing on the northeast horizon. And if I remember correctly from this place, actually this is due east here. See if I can keep this camera balanced and also look at an astronomy app on my phone. No, that's wrong. Venus is currently north of east. East is here. Gemini sun rises well north of east, the most northern sign. Gemini shares those honors with Cancer. So the rudder of the zodiac goes from Cancer. You can see it in the glyph. The sun stops and turns around and will then move 6 months south. We watched the Sagittarius full moon rise over here. Sagittarius, the adventure, Capricorn, the tropicos means turn around. Go back to the east at equinox, so it's like this: Aries, Taurus, Gemini. Cancer says come home. Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. Like that, right? So these Aries beings, especially Jupiter, who is in early degrees of Aries right now, have risen east, but Taurus, where Venus currently is, rises well north of east, and Gemini takes us to the northern extreme.